Good morning, all of you. Hello, everyone. How are you, students? Yes, I hope all of you are fit and fine. Okay, stay safe at your home. Now, before starting our session, we will start our session with a small prayer. So, all of you sit straight and you have to repeat the prayer after me. Okay, so listen carefully. Sit straight, join your hands and close your eyes. Thank you, God, for this new day in my class to work and pray. Please be with me all day long in every story, game and song. May all be happy things we do make you, our Father, happy too. Now slowly open your eyes and put your hands down. Now students, there might be a questions in your mind. Yes, that who is this teacher and what she is going to teach. Okay, so I will first introduce myself. So myself, Rupali Ambore. I am Rupali teacher. I am from Vikrori Parkside, Mumbai Public School. And today I am going to teach you English subject. So today I am going to teach you the English subject. So today we are going to see the English subject. Now before that, I'm going to ask you some questions. I'm going to show you some pictures. Okay. So observe that pictures. Now see. What is this? Read the spelling. Which word is this? See. P-R-O-V-E-R-B. It is a word proverb. This word is proverb. Now do you know what is the meaning of this word proverb? Yes, tell me students, do you know the spelling of this word proverb? Sorry, the meaning of this word proverb? If you know the meaning, you can show me your thumbs up. Okay. And if you don't know the meaning, don't worry. You will show your thumbs down. Okay. So think, what is proverb? Do you know? Okay. I will explain you what is proverb. Now see. What is proverb? Proverb. It is a short, well-known phrase or sentence that gives advice or says that something is generally true in life. Now see, what is proverb? It is a short, well-known phrase or the sentence. It is a short, well-known. Well-known means we know that sentence or that proverb. So it is a short, well-known phrase or a small sentence that gives us advice. That gives us what? Advice. That is based on the generally true things in our life. It is related to our familiar experiences. So now, what are the examples of this proverb? Can you give me any one of the example? Okay, I will give you the examples of that proverb. Okay, now see, which sentence or phrase is this? It is very short and well known. It is well known and very short. So which sentence or phrase it is? Yes, it is tit for tat. So this is what a well known sentence or the phrase that we all of you know. So this is the example of proverb. This is the example of proverb. Now next example we will see. Okay. Now see. What is written on this flashcard? Yes. Action speaks louder than words. Action speaks louder than words. So this is also the example of proverb. It is also the well-known phrase or a sentence that it is giving us some advice. Yes, it is giving us some advice. Now next we will see. See, in this picture you can see the sentence. Which is this sentence? All that glitters is not gold. Yes, all that glitters is not gold. So this is also the one of the example of proverb. Now next we will see. Okay. Now see this one. Yes, what is written on this flashcard? Look before you leap. Look before you leap. So this is also the one of the example of proverb. And today's our story is related to this proverb. Okay. So we are going to see lesson number 18. We are going to see lesson number 18. Look before you leap. Okay. So before that, what we will see? We will see some pictures related to that story. Okay. Now I will remove all these flashcards. Once we will revise that the what is proverb and what is the meaning of proverb. Okay. So proverb. What is the meaning of proverb? It is a short, small phrase or the sentence which is well known and gives us some advice. So which examples we have seen? We have seen the small and short sentence that is tit for tat. Then next, all that glitters is not gold. Actions speak louder than words. And we have seen this proverb that look before you leap. So this is our lesson. The lesson related to this proverb, look before you leap, we are going to see. So in your English textbook, it is lesson number 18, look before you leap. Now I will remove all these flashcards. Okay. Now we are going to see some pictures related to the story. Which story? The story related to the proverb, look before you leap. So you have to observe that pictures and give me the answers in the chat box. Okay. Now I will show you one picture. Now see, all of you can see this picture. Yes. Now what do you see in this picture? To which season it is related? You can give me your answer in the chat box. You can write your answers in the chat box. Yes? Yes, very good, Ankita. It is a rain. In this picture, we can see the rain. It is related to then which season? It is related to the rainy season. See, there is a rain and the, yes, home is also there. And clouds are there, trees are there, then river is there, small boats are there. So this picture is related to the rain, means rainy season. Very good answers you are giving, students. So this picture is related to the rainy season. See, this picture is related to the rainy season. Now next we will see. Okay, next picture we will see. Yes, you are very good students. You are very clever. You are giving your answers. Now tell me, what do you see in this picture? Yes, can anybody? What do you see in this picture? Yes, snow. Very good, Aditi. Snow. There is a one small snowman is there. Yes, and there are some mountains also are there. So on now see, the generally the color of mountain we see it is a brownish. Yes, it is a brownish, but here the color of the mountain is what? It is white in color. It means there is all over snow on that mountains, and one snowman is also there. So what this snowman is wearing? See what this snowman is wearing. Tell me what this snowman is wearing. Yes, he is wearing cap, woolen cap. He is wearing woolen gloves. He is wearing socks. So in which season we wear the cap, sweater or a woolen gloves, socks? Yes, tell me in which season? In which season this picture is related to which season? In which season there is the snowfall? Yes, very good. It is in the winter season. The snowfall is in the winter season. So this picture is related to the winter season. Yes, it is related to the winter season. Now see, after winter, which season arrives? Think now which season is remaining? After winter, which season arrives? Think and write the answer in your chat box. Yes, very good, Janki. It is summer. After winter season, there is the summer season. Yes, very good. There is which season is there? There is summer season. Yes. Now see, in this you can see the picture of sun. It is very hot. Sun is what? Very hot. And the trees are there. But there are not leaves on these trees. Why there are not leaves? Think, because of summer. What? The trees dried up. And there is also a small pond is there. But the water in that pond, it is very less. Why it is very less? Yes, the pond is also what? It is also getting dry due to the summer season, due to the hot sun. So this picture is related to summer. It is related to which season? It is related to summer season. Okay. Now see, we will See these seasons. First there is the rainy season. See there is lot of rain. Then next there is the winter season. In winter season there is the snowfall. Yes. Then next after winter season there is what? Summer season. Yes, the sun is very hot in the summer season. Okay. Now I will show you one animal. Identify it. Yes. Which animal is this? Write your answer in chat box. Which animal is this? Yes, frog. Very good, Ankita. Very good, Janaki. It is the picture of frog. It is a toy of an animal frog. Yes, very good. See, it is the picture of frog. Okay. Now we are going to see the story related to the frog. We are going to see the story related to the frog. So all these seasons are mentioned in that lesson number 18. Look before you leap. Okay. Now let's move on to the story. I will share you the PPT. Okay, so be concentrated. It is very interesting story. All of you like the stories very much, na? Yes. So now I'm going to tell you the story related to the frog. Yes, related to the proverb, look before you leap. So now I am going to share you a PPT. Yes. So please share the PPT. Now I'm sharing the screen, okay? So all of you are welcome in today's session. All of you are welcome. Today is what date? 19 October 2020. And which day is today? Today is Monday. Okay. Now our subject is English. Standard is third. And topic it is lesson number 18. Look before you leap. So let's move on to the story. Now there are two frogs. So this story is related to the two frogs. The two frogs are the main character of this story. These two frogs are what? Main characters of the story. Now see, long ago, there lived two little frogs in a pretty little pond. See how the pond was pretty, how the pond was beautiful. So the two little frogs lived in a pretty little pond. There were the lily plants, there were the small insects, and there were also the fish. There were many fish in that pond. Now see, colorful lilies grew in the pond. Now in that pond there were colorful lilies. Now see how many colors there are there. Yes, there is the yellow color lily is there, pink color lily is there, and also orange color. It means colorful lilies grew in the pond. Many fish darted about. Now, what is mean by darted? Darted means what? Moving quickly and suddenly. If you have seen the fish, so how they move? They move very quickly and suddenly. So, the many fish darted about. Then, around the pond, there were tiny insects also. Tiny insects buzzed around the pond. Now, what is meant by buzzed? Buzzed means a low, continuous humming sound. So, what is this humming sound? Yes, humming sound means if you have heard the sound of mosquito. See, if you heard the sound of mosquito, the mosquito is continuously what? Humming. Yes, so like that, it is the humming sound which is known as burst. Now there were many tiny insects such as honeybees were there, then flies, spiders, butterflies, dragonflies were there around the pond. The pond was full of life. Why it was full of life? Because many creatures were there in that pond. Two frogs were there. So many insects were there around the pond. Then water lilies were there in that pond. So the pond was full of life. The two frogs were very close friends. They were very close friends. They used to play together. Yes, they used to jump together. They used to eat food together. It means what? The two frogs were very close friends. They had plenty to eat in the pond. They had plenty to eat. Plenty to eat means what? There were so many insects. So many insects around the pond. So they had plenty to eat, and frogs like the insects very much. So they used to eat that insects. So they had plenty to eat in the pond. The whole day they played about jumping from lily pad to lily pad and diving headlong in the pond. Now see, the whole day what they used to do? They used to play. They used to jump. From where they used to jump? See, they used to jump from lily pad to lily pad. Now, what is this lily pad? Lily pad is nothing but the leaf floating on the water. It is the leaf of water lily plant which is floating on the water. So, it is what the lily pad. So, the whole day they played about jumping from lily pad to lily pad and diving headlong in the pond. Now, what is this diving headlong? See, this is diving headlong means what? The head of the frog first goes in the water and then rest of the body. So what is mean by the diving headlong? Diving headlong means the head going into water first and then the rest of the body. They were the happiest little frogs in the world. See, they were the happiest. They were very happy little frogs in the world. In the world, they feel that they are very happiest frogs in the world. Now soon the rainy season arrived. The frogs love the rainy season very much. See that how frogs are enjoying in the rainy season. They are sat on the flower. Yes. So the frogs love the rainy season very much. But the rainy season does not last forever. The rain stops. The rainy season does not last forever. The rains stopped and the weather became hot. See, there is a sun. It means the weather has become hot and the rain has stopped. Still, there was a lot of water and life in the pond. There was nothing to worry. See, now the rainy season was stopped. So there was a lot of water in the pond. There was a life in the ponds. What is life? Life means what? See, life in the pond means what? There are animals. We can see that frog is there in that pond. Then fish are there. Yes, flies are there. So still there was life in the pond. So there was nothing to worry. Now soon the winter season arrived. In winter, the frog friends found cozy little places at the edge of the pond. So what the frogs used to do in winter season? They used to found the cozy little places. Now what is cozy? Cozy means the warm, comfortable place. Warm, comfortable place. So they used to found the warm, comfortable places at the edge of the pond. And they spend most of their time sleeping and resting in winter season. In winter season, how the frogs used to spend their time? They used to spend their most of the time by sleeping and resting. Now soon the summer season arrived. Soon it was summer. The days became very hot with the hot sun blazing in the sky. See, you can see the hot sun in the sky. Means it was summer. The days, how are the days in the summer? The days are very hot with hot sun blazing. Now what is blazing? Blazing means very hot. The pond began to dry. The lilies dried up. There were very few insects to be found. Now see, in summer season what happened? The water of the pond became less. The pond was began to drying. The lilies also dried up and there were very few insects to be found in summer season. Now the frog friends were very worried. Now they were worried. Why they were worried? Because the pond was getting dry. The water in the pond was becoming less. So the frog friends were very worried. Now see, the frogs are talking to each other. The first frog says, "Do you think the whole pond will dry up?" This looks like it, said the other frog. That they are talking that now it is a summer season, the water is becoming less. So, do you think the whole pond will dry? So, what the other frog said? Yes, it looks like it. Now the first frog said, "What shall we do then? How shall we live? We must search a place where there is plenty of water and food for us. So what the first frog is saying? See, then what shall we do then? The water is becoming less, the pond is getting dried. So what shall we do? How shall we live? We must search a place where there is plenty of water and food for us. Then what second frog replied? You are right. If we travel together, the search will be easier. What second frog replied? See, you are right, friend. If we travel together, the search will be very easier. So let's travel together. So the frogs left the drying pond and began to look for a watery place. They left the pond now. Why they left the pond? Because the pond was getting dry. The water in the pond was becoming less. So they left that pond and they began to look for a watery place. They began to travel together in search of water. The frogs hopped and hopped and became very tired. Why they became very tired? Because it was summer season. The days were very hot. So the frogs hop and hop and became very much tired. Just then one of them saw a well. See, when they were traveling, they became tired, and then just one of them saw a well. The well was built in stone and had a high circular wall. See, the well is built up of stone, and there is also a high circular wall. So the two frogs rushed to the well. The frogs hopped on the well and peeped inside. Peeped inside means what? To look inside. The well was very deep. See the well, how the well was? The well was very deep. Just a minute, students. The well was very deep and the water left at the bottom of the well. There was a lot of water. Though the well is very deep, but the water which was present in the well, it was at the bottom of the well. Now these frogs are talking with each other. See what they are talking. We are so fortunate. Thank God that we found this well. Our problem is solved. Let's jump in together. Now, when they found the well, they became very happy and they were jumping with a joy. And what they said, we are so fortunate. Fortune means what? Lucky. We are so lucky. Thank God that we found this well. And now our problem is solved. There is the water in the well, so our problem is solved. So let's jump in together. So the frog said, 1, 2, and then suddenly the other frog said, wait, friend. This well is very much deep. See, this well is very much deep. This well is also drying up. Once we die inside the well, can we jump so highly that we reach the top of the well? Shall we able to leave the well like we left the pond? Now see what they are talking. They are talking that the well is very much deep. We can easily dive in that well. Diving is what our speciality. So we can easily go inside the well. We can dive inside the well. But once the well is dried, because the water left in the well was at the bottom, so there was also very less water. It was left at the bottom. It means the water was very less. So once if we die in that well, so can we jump so high that we reach the top of the well? Shall we able to leave the well like we left the pond? Now the frogs, why the frogs left the pond? Because the pond was getting dried. So now they thought that if the well also became dry, so how can we left the well? Once if we jump, we cannot come outside. So the other frog said, wait. He stopped the other frog from jumping into the well. You're right, friend. I had not thought of this problem. Let's not leap inside. So what the other frog says? You are right, friend. I had not thought that if once we jump inside the well, once we dive inside the well, so it is impossible to come out of the well because the well was very much deep. So let's not leap inside. Not leap inside means what? Leap means what? Jump. Leap means jump. So let's not jump inside. Let's search for the other place. So we will search for the other place. And then so the two little frogs hop on to look for a safe shelter. So they left the well and they began to search for a new place for shelter. So what is the moral of the story now? Look before you leap. What is meant by look before you leap? It means think very carefully before taking any action. You have to think very carefully before taking any action. You should make sure that everything is okay, correct before doing something important. Yes, you should what you should do? You should make sure that everything is okay. While doing some important work, you have to think very carefully. So the moral of the story is look before you leap. So I hope that all of you had enjoyed the story. All of you had understood the story. So now let's move on to the hard words. Now these hard words are related to the story. Read and write down the hard words. First hard word is darted. D-A-R-T-E-D. Darted. Darted means what? Moving quickly and suddenly. Second one is burst. B-U-Z-Z-E-D. Burst. Burst means what? Low continuous humming sound. Third one is weather. W-E-A-T-H-E-R. Weather. Fourth one is blazing. B-L-A-Z-I-N-G. Blazing. Fifth one is distance. D-I-S-T-A-N-C-E. Distance. Sixth one is problem. P-R-O-B-L-E-M. Problem. Seventh one is hesitate. H-E-S-I-T-A-T-E. Hesitate. Hesitate means what? to take a pause before doing something or before saying something, to take a pause. Eighth one is continue. 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 Ninth one is shelter. 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 So these are some hard words you have to read and write which are related to the story. Look before you leap. Now, can anyone tell me more proverbs? If you know the proverbs, as we have seen that look before you leap, tit for tat, these are what the proverbs. So can anyone tell me the proverbs? If you know the proverb, you can write in the chat box. Think think about a short sentence or phrase which is very well known, like tit for tat, like look before you leap. Think. Okay, I will tell you one proverb. See, what is the proverb? Slow but steady wins the race. This is also one of the example of proverb. Slow but steady wins the race. Now we are going to see the story related to the proverb. Slow but steady wins the race. Now what is this story about? This story is about the hare and the tortoise, which is related to the proverb slow but steady wins the race. Once upon a time, there was a rabbit and tortoise. They were good friends. See, once upon a time, what? There was a rabbit and tortoise. They were good friends. They used to meet and play every day. What tortoise and rabbit used to do? They used to meet every day and they used to play every day. So one day, what happened? See, the rabbit always boasted that he could run faster than the tortoise. Now, see, one day what happened? The rabbit and tortoise were going. They were going to play. So what the rabbit did? The rabbit always boasted that he could run faster. The rabbit can run faster than the tortoise. So the rabbit said to the tortoise that I can run faster than you. You are very slow. I am very fast. I can run very fast. And you, the tortoise, you are very slow. So they decided to have a race. They chose a starting and finishing point. So what they decided, rabbit and tortoise, they decided to have a race to see that who runs fast. Yes, to see that who runs fast. Rabbit run fast or tortoise run fast. So they both decided to have a race to see that who runs fast. So what they did, they chose a starting and finishing point. The rabbit ran really fast and soon left the tortoise far behind. See, the rabbit was fast. Yes, the rabbit used to run fast. So what the rabbit did? The rabbit ran really fast and soon he left the tortoise far behind. He thought that tortoise is too slow and he can rest for a while. What the rabbit decided that I can run fast and I have covered a much more distance and the tortoise is far behind. So what I will do then? I will rest for a while. So what the rabbit did, see, he stood under a tree and went to sleep. Meanwhile, tortoise kept walking the whole time and reached the winning point. So see what the rabbit did. Rabbit, he stooped under a tree and to rabbit stooped under a tree, and while resting he went to sleep. So in that time, what tortoise did? Tortoise was walking and walking whole time, and finally he reached the winning point. See, and the finally tortoise slow. Tortoise was slow, but steady wins the race. So what is the moral of the story here? Slow but steady wins the race. So I hope that all of you had understood the story of the hare and the tortoise. Now find out the stories related to the following given proverbs. Now see, what are the proverbs? I had told you. What are the proverbs? It is a short, well-known phrase or the sentence which gives us advice, which says that something is generally true in our life. So, here some proverbs are given. First is self-help is the best help. Second, better late than never. Third is union is strength. And the fourth proverb is a friend in need is a friend indeed. So what you have to do? You have to search your stories. You have to find out the stories related to these proverbs. As we have seen the proverb, look before you leap. So for look before you leap, which story we have seen? We have seen the story of two frogs. And for the proverb, slow but steady wins the race, which story we have seen? We have seen the story of the hare and the tortoise. In same way, you have to find out the story related to these proverbs. Okay. Now it's a assignment time. So today's your homework is what? Make a collection of more and more proverbs and write it in your notebook. Okay. So what is the homework? You have to make a collection of more and more proverbs. As we have seen the proverbs that tit for tat, slow but steady wins the race. So like this, you have to make a collection of more and more proverbs and you have to write it in your notebook. So I hope all of you had understood what is proverb, then the stories related to that proverb we have seen, and the homework what you have to do. Okay students, thank you very much.